So, good morning to everybody. Today is Tuesday in very hot city of Los Angeles. But as promised, our topic is sample questions in the NCLEX exam. Okay. But before I dive into that, let me just remind you about latest modification of the NCLEX. Okay, which is 145 questions and 5 hours. So remember that. Think about 145. 15, in reality, 15 of those questions are experimental, for your information. Experimental meaning it doesn't count. It doesn't count at all. So if you see a strange question that says, you're gonna say, what the hell? That's strange. That is probably experimental. So just move on and don't let it mess up your focus on the exam. Keep moving, you know. So in actuality, 145 minus 15, it goes down to 130 questions. This exam is 130 in reality. And that's the reason why I always tell you to focus on the first 60 and give it 2.5 minutes per questions. Right? This is about knowing the mechanics of this examination. So that's just a reminder I'm gonna give you before we go into the real question. By the way, I'm not gonna post the questions. I'm gonna read the questions to you, and then we'll figure out which would be the best answer for those questions, okay? So let's do this. All right, this multiple choice question with the 4 possible answer choice using your knowledge of Maslow. Remember Maslow, right? The nurse should always take care of physical needs first before caring for psychosocial needs. Okay, we're going to start with this particular sample question. A young woman is admitted to an emergency department with a ruptured ectopic pregnancy. A laparotomy is scheduled. Preoperatively, which of the following goals is most important to include in the client's or patient's plan of care? Number 1, supply emotional support. Number 2, maintain relief of pain. Number 3, provide for fluid replacement. Number 4, obtain respiratory therapy. There you go. So if you see this kind of questions, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 answer choices. You only have one answer. So you have to choose from the 4 possible answer. We're going to go to the next question. We'll discuss the answers after the second sample question that I'm going to give you. Okay? Thank you. All right. Okay, let's start with this alternate question type. Okay, this is a multiple choice question also, but it asks you to select more than one response. So, and just to give you an example, that if you see the words select all that apply, that means it is an alternate question type. If you see a box before the answer choices, that means it is an alternate question types. What does it mean? You need to check all the correct responses, not just the best response. And this is a typical exam style question. I'm going to read the question to you. The nurse instructs a group of Boy Scouts preparing for a hike in the woods about how to prevent Lyme disease. The nurse should include which of the following? Select all that apply. Number 1, check exposed skin for insects every 4 hours. Get tested for Lyme disease within 1 week. Number 3, remove ticks by crushing them against the skin. Number 4, reapply insect repellent every couple of hours. Number 5, wear dark colored clothing. Number 6, wear long pants, socks, and long sleeve shirts. So those you have 6 answer choices. As I said, if you have 6 answer choices, you have 3. I need to check all the correct responses, not just the best, but the correct responses. And then we will discuss how and which is the correct answer for this particular question. All right? Thank you. By the way, let me just say, I could have chosen to be high-tech in putting the questions. I just wrote it down like that, so it's okay. You know, it's simple, it's quick, and at least you know that I'm putting an effort to give you the tips. Anyway, so you've seen the first question, right? The sample question. That is actually the typical question in the exam, you know, multiple choice. I'm going to post my Twitter down in the description. I actually posted it on my Twitter. Okay, so the question. So your choices are supply emotional support, maintain relief of pain. Number 3, provide for fluid replacement. Number 4, obtain respiratory therapy. So those are your 4 choices in the first sample question. Okay. Remember the Maslow, you know, the nurse should take care of the physical needs first before the psychosocial needs. Okay, this is also a priority question. Let me read something to you. If it's priority question, there may be more than one response that you think is correct, so it confuses you when you when you give an answer. Okay, let's get into these questions. Let's crack the questions and see what we can help you with by using the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Okay.